Neuromix is one of DJ Pro's best features, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to map Neuromix into a DJ controller. Press the middle button here. You may be in modes, but we're going to want to go to settings, and then we're going to go down to MIDI devices. This is where you're going to find all your information about your MIDI devices, and now you're going to find the controller you have plugged in over there. All right, so now you have to find on your controller a button or a knob that we're going to want to map for Neuromix. So the first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Neuromix slider. So if we go over here in the software, we have this slider. If we bring it all the way to the right, vocals only. If we bring it all the way to the left, instrumentals only. So
safe route, it was not alive. Delivering breezes, cleaning ducks through all the strife.
So there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to map this slider into our controller using this knob over here. So the trick is finding a knob or a button that you're not going to use. This one controls the Q level. I'm not going to use headphones when I'm using such a small controller, so I don't care about the Q level. So you just simply press the knob or button that we want to map, and it will start blinking over here. CC12, mixer, monitor, volume. So now we're going to want to change it from mixer, so the target is what it's going to control, and then the action is like what it's actually going to do. So the target, the mixer is going to be mixer stuff, volume, crossfade, or headphones, stuff like that. But we want to control the deck, so we got deck 2. So now it's going to control this side of the controller, and then we'll map one for the other side of the controller after, and then action. And now we're going to go to action. Action is going to be able to access basically every feature in the software you can map into this button now. So we have our knob over there. So now we want to look for Neuromix. So they're all separated with the different features. You have the effects there. Neuromix, filter, instrument, acapella. Right there, really easy to define. Press that. Press save. Press done. So now we're going to play our song.
Face with doubts, but his spirit never slid. Better say, get a safe job, be a mailman. But it's all scream due to safe route, it was not alive.
So there we go. We got our Neuromix slider in there, which is pretty cool. So now, whenever we want, we could simply go instrumental acapella. Definitely, even if you don't plan on using Neuromix that much, just having this slider on your controller will really help if you want to save yourself from playing 2 songs vocals at the same time. So now let's try to map in a button. Let's see what we can do with a button. So we're going to go back to map, MIDI devices, find our controller. And I just want to show you, you can make as many of these mappings and name them for whatever you want. So you can make like a specific one for Neuromix. Then when you feel like doing Neuromix with this controller, you can switch mid-DJ session. So here we are. So now we got our target. It's so cool. I was wondering how to find what button or knob it was, but you just have to press it and it'll start highlighting. So there it is. We have our button. Again, this is for the mixer because it's for our headphones. We're going to do deck 2. Action, go down to Neuromix. So I'm going to choose down here, Neuromix solo. This is going to make only one of the Neuromix elements play. So Neuromix solo 4-channel vocals. So now when we press this button, it's going to instantly switch it to vocals only. That's usually how I use this. I'll use the vocals of one song with the instrumentals of another song. So here we go. In order to see what's going on, if you're in a different section down here, switch to Neuromix. So now we can see it. So now, if you're using Neuromix with just the touchpad, with just the iPad, you press this button, and you instantaneously get the vocals only. So now on our button, you press it, and we got vocals only. So listen. So now we can control Neuromix 2 ways on this controller. We have
hard grinds, dedicating this flow from delivering pies to making video. 6 clips,
And we have a button to go from vocals to instrumentals only. But let's say you didn't want to have vocals and you wanted to have just the instrumentals with that button. So it's a little bit confusing, but it's going to be in the 4 channels. We're going to do the drums. And now we instantly have drums only. So depending on how many buttons you have, if you have a controller like this one with limited buttons and knobs, find the features that you use the most. For me, it'll be the Neuromix slider and the Neuromix EQ, and then the button that makes it vocals only. But for you, it might be different, so make it the way you want it. And if you guys want to learn more about Neuromix for this amazing software, check out this video over here. Thank you.